what arrived from Archer and Olive. And also this, not from Archer and Olive. So let's see this. Oh, this is a nice box. Oh wow, that is pretty. That is lovely. I don't want to open this. I will. I thought it'd be plushy and velvet. I'm kind of happier that it's not and more of a woven fabric. That is nice. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I am very much looking forward to this. I will deal with this later. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to redo November's spread to be something more exciting. Because of how 2020 went, I had decided to just low power it through and do a very simple version of November and December, which now depresses me every time I look at it. So that can't do. Also want to open this. Yes, this is so cute. Don't know which route I will play first. Maybe these cards will win me over and I'll figure it out. Okay, so budget heiress. You have a lot of purple. You are in a donut. I'm okay with that. You are an angel. You are a fire demon. I will listen. That is a taco I think you're standing next to. I am interested. And that's how I'm going to decide. So back to the November spread, I'm going to base it off a mix of these two card designs that I really like. But first, I need to lay down what goes in what order. I have to decide on, after the index, if the annual calendar goes there, what my following pages are going to be, such as hopes and dreams, book log, I don't know. I'm going to set aside a few pages and then just jump right into the November plan. The watercolor paper I'm using is Fabriano Artistico's 300 GSM paper in traditional white. I use a watercolor pencil to lay down the initial lines. I like doing it this way because when I add the watercolor washes or the ink washes, it blends in nicely. Occasionally you can see some of the lines underneath depending on how much pressure I've used. This was a lot of fun to do. I forgot how enjoyable ink and watercolor is. I really missed out on Inktober this year. Not just because of COVID. It's been getting harder every year to carve out more time for my personal work. And that's part of why I've started vlogging. It's good for my accountability. For the mood and habit tracker, it's going to be on a 2-page spread. But I had struggled a while because I was unsure how to handle piecing it together. I had a choice between putting the trackers in digitally, painting them in, or pasting them. Well, I drew a weird-looking dragon. I think I slapped a cow head on what looks like a cobbled dragon. I'm a little embarrassed looking at it now compared to what I have on the greeting card reference or other sketches. So, I forgot to add the dashed line to indicate where the adventure would travel. In the end, I think it looks better with that left out, as elements of the bullet journal or the tracker would have hidden it anyways. I'm also going to extend this ink painting to have 2 more pages, so here I am making lines to extend the landscape. Since you've already seen me finish one of the paintings, we're going to skip the other 2. Here I'm using a hard-tipped Fudenosuke brush pen in brown. I decided to paste the trackers in after drawing them on separate paper. The paper I'm using here is Boxcar Press's Flurry paper, or natural white paper in 318 GSM. It's really thick, and I love using it for my letterpress prints. I've printed a 5mm dot grid onto a few failed prints of my letterpress cards. I'm using rubber cement to paste the printed copies of my paintings to the bullet journal. I will be cutting up the painting also in a few different sizes to tie the rest of the month's planner pages to this theme. I've used this sort of layout for books and catalogs I've worked on in the past, where it's been so informational heavy that there's been very little space for images. And so here's the flip through of November 2020. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll have another one for December 2020.